So we are officially a couple of days into October, and the winter arc, the fourth quarter of the year, whatever you want to call it, has begun. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I never really knew how to feel about like the whole winter arc thing. I know a lot of people, especially right now on social media, from what I see, are just making fun of people for talking about it. And I can't lie, I can kind of see why, right? It seems like most people, at least from your point of view, it seems like everybody's choosing to finally start working on themselves, finally start making some money, finally start going to the gym, finally start doing all of these things now that there's only a couple months left before the new year comes, right? And I understand the want to just be like, yeah, this dude's just a poser, right? Or these people are just posers. Like they want to be part of a trend. They want to be part of this movement to improve themselves when they haven't taken any action in the past. And the weird thing about it is, as much as I can see that perspective, I feel like you have to remember that a lot of people when it comes to the internet don't see the same type of um like media, right? The same type of content that you do on a consistent basis, right? If you're somebody who's really involved in the self-improvement niche, you're going to see a lot of self-improvement content. If you're involved in a lot of the health niche, you're going to see a lot of niche content or health niche content. So it's like, as much as I understand you may not necessarily be new to this whole grind and work on yourself and improve yourself thing, a lot of people are, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing that they're starting to want to improve themselves, work on themselves in some area of their life. And I think it doesn't really matter what time of the year they choose to do that. And I think the fact that, they finally got the chance to have it brought to them now towards the end of the year when a lot of people wait till the actual new year entirely to start is a good thing, right? And get you a good head start. And then the new year is just like that added momentum. So that's just my view on it. But life is really starting to show itself as the thing that you really only get the reward of for the work that you put in, you know? And I think this is a great time to do something like that. Recently, I've been reading this book, and this book is honestly one of those random books I found. It was like a gem, a diamond in the rough, as some people say. Um, this book is called It Goes So Fast, The Year of No Do-Overs. And this book, it basically just talks about, well, actually, the story that it narrates is a woman who works in news, and her 18-year-old son is about to start his senior year of high school. And for majority of like his entire life, she has never truly been as present as she may have wanted to be, as most parents would be or would want to be. And it's one of those books that as I'm reading it, I'm beginning to realize more and more how, like, despite her whole message of the book is about parenting and being there for your kids and not always putting certain things over them, it still correlates a lot to like life and growth. Like this idea of trying to be present in certain moments and just enjoy them instead of always trying to focus on every other thing that really doesn't hold that much importance in terms of the value that it gives, you know? And the winter arc right now for me is kind of like that. Like, yes, I could try to put all of my focus and attention towards things that don't really give me a lot of excitement or interest for the sake of trying to fit in or do all these other things and just try to get that societal standard. But I've realized that there's a lot of things that I want to work on. Like I deeply want to work on. I want to become the best version of myself. It's one of the main reasons I even started making content so that I can document me becoming the best version of myself and improving my life and working on the areas of my life that I truly want to work on. And I feel like when you allow yourself to be in that position to truly just work on those things, even if it feels like it's only for the last couple months of the year, it's still an amazing feeling, especially when you surround yourself by people that also want to do the same thing and they want to push you to do the same thing. It's awesome. So I guess that's really kind of just the whole message of this video in general. The winter arc is a great time to work on yourself, to improve yourself. If you're trying to strive for different things, aim high, you know. Um, I know it feels like you should have been working on yourself this entire point or up until this entire point, but you can't really get too mad at yourself, man. Like, there's really no point. We're all here, limited time on this planet. We're all trying to figure this life shit out, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, as much as I know you want to try to figure everything out in the first go, or it's in the first year, you just wish you had everything perfectly calculated. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, you know? So don't beat yourself up so much. You're gonna get there. But just keep grinding, keep putting in the work in, keep remembering that the people around you, if they're a good circle of friends, will support you and continue to push you in the areas of life that you need to be pushed towards. And that no matter how much it feels like this life thing is impossible, or the people around you are going to constantly say things about you, or do this, do that, you feel like you have to obligate your time and energy towards things that you really don't care about. I promise you don't. Because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done and they close that coffin, it's just going to be you and your regrets. And I'd like to not have that.